Hello everyone. Today I am going to tell you a real story, which is not a movie and this is not a imagination. This is a true story of biggest financial scam in the history. The name of the man behind this scam is Bernie Madoff. He was not a poor man. He was not an outsider. He was not someone from the shadows. He was one of the most trusted people on the Wall Street. People trusted him more than banks, more than financial advisors, more than their own family members. And yet, he destroyed thousands of lives. Let me tell you how this happened. Let's get into the details of who was Bernie Madoff and how he entered the Wall Street. He was born in 1938 in New York, USA. He came from a simple family. His father was a plumber, but he was intelligent and ambitious. In the 1960s, when he was still young, he entered the stock market world. At that time, Wall Street was very difficult to enter. Only powerful and educated people survived there. But Bernie never hesitated. Bernie started small. He worked as a stock trader. He slowly learned how the market works. And in 1960, he started his own company called Bernard L. Madoff Investment Securities. At first, it was a normal and legal company. But over the years, he built connections, he helped people, other traders, he followed the rules publicly. Because of this, powerful people started trusting him. Slowly, step by step, Bernie Madoff climbed the ladder of Wall Street. Later, he became the chairman of Nasdaq, which is one of the biggest stock exchanges in the world. At this point, people believed that if this man is leading Nasdaq, he must be honest. This reputation becomes biggest weapon for him to do this scam. Now let's dig deep how the scam really started. He did not plan a scam from the beginning. In the early years, he was doing real business. But in late 1980s and early 1990s, the stock market became very unstable. And he lost the money. This was the turning point. And that moment, he had two choices. First one, tell the truth and accept the failure. Second one, lie, hide the loss and delay the truth. At that point, he was not ready to accept the truth. So he chose to lie. And he told himself, this is only one lie, I will fix it later. But there is a famous saying, one lie leads to another lie and soon you need 1,000 lies to protect one. And in the same way, in his case, the first lie became the foundation of the biggest scam ever. And for this scam, he used Ponzi scheme. So let's understand what is Ponzi scheme. Let me explain very simple. A Ponzi scheme means there won't be real business, no real profit. Old investors are paid using new investors' money. And the name of this scheme comes from a man called Charles Ponzi, who ran a similar scam in 1920s. Bernie Madoff did the same thing but on a much bigger level. I mean, he did not invest money in the stock market. Instead, new people gave him money. That money was used to pay old investors. Old investors believed that they made profits. They brought more people in. And this cycle continued for years. And here is the big question. Why people never doubted him? Because he used a psychological trap. Like, he did not promise crazy profits. He promised small returns, stable returns and safe returns, around 10 to 12% every year. And this looked realistic and professional. He also used another trick to make people feel special by rejecting some people who wanted to invest with him. So people start thinking not everyone could invest with him. This made the people think If I am allowed inside, this must be very exclusive. Because of this psychological trick, people did not investigate, they trusted blindly. This was not just a financial scam, this was a psychological trap. And the third thing, he controlled the fake reports. He created fake account statements, for example, daily account statements and trade confirmation reports. And these reports showed fake stock trades, fake profits, and fake balances. The reports looked so real, clients received them regularly, but in reality, there is no trading happening at all. Apart from all this, his company was checked by a very small auditing firm. This was a major warning sign. A man handling billions should have a big independent auditor, but nobody questioned him because of everyone trusted him. But there was a man who tried to stop him and reported to Securities and Exchange Commission. It is the US government body that is supposed to protect investors and stop frauds. And the name of the man was Harry Markopoulos. He was a financial expert. He studied Bernie Madoff's returns and said, "This is mathematically impossible." Harry warned many times. He gave documents, calculations, and clear proofs. But Securities and Exchange Commission also ignored him because they trusted Bernie Madoff's reputation. This was the one of the biggest government failures ever. But how the scam finally collapsed? Let me explain you that. After a long period of 20 to 25 years, it came to an end because in 2008 a global financial crisis happened and the people panicked. Investors wanted their money back. Billions of dollars were demanded. But Bernie did not have the money because he ran the show on lie. At that moment, he has no other choice to reveal the scam. So Bernie called his sons and told them the truth. He said, "It's all lie. No trades, no profits, no cash flow." To that, his sons were shocked. The next day, they reported him to the police and Bernie was arrested. Let me tell you one more interesting thing. In the company, his brothers worked, his sons worked, many other employees also worked under him. But here is the truth. Most of them did not know it was a scam. They trusted Bernie. The real control was always with the Bernie. With that one lie, what is the financial damage he caused? It was almost $65 billion in 2008. But the money value changes with time. If we calculate today's value, the $65 billion of 2008 is equivalent to $95 billion today. This shows how massive this scam really was. And this is just a financial impact. There is human, social, and cultural impact with this scam. Because the victims were retired people, old people, Holocaust survivors, charities, pension funds. And many people lost everything. Some people committed suicides. Many charities closed forever. And socially, trust on financial system broke. Families were destroyed. And culturally, blind trust in powerful people ended. And the world learned how scams really work. If we see how Bernie got caught, he made some mistakes like no independent audits, same profits every year, too much secrecy, ignored whistleblowers, one-man control. So at this point I want to make a statement. No scam lasts forever, truth always comes out. At the end, Bernie was sentenced to 150 years in prison. He died in jail. Today, his name is not remembered with respect. It is remembered as a warning. He did not just steal money, he stole trust, and trust takes generations to rebuild. From this scam, we also have to learn something. First point is reputation does not mean honesty. And the second, ask questions and understand before trusting. If you do not understand how money is made, then someone else controls your trust. So, before investment, do your research and take wise decisions, because no investment is safe without numbers and logic. I hope you enjoyed the video. Please do like, share and subscribe. And for more videos, please comment.